Friends, in the earlier lecture, we have discussed about Greek drama, and even we have discussed about the different forms of Greek drama: tragedy, satire, and comedy. We talked the role of chorus, we talked the role of masks, and what is the major contribution of Greek drama in bringing the characters into the form of drama. We have discussed all those things in earlier lecture. Now we are moving a little bit fast because we are lagging behind of time. Now let us move to the another age, which is one of the most important age of drama, that is Roman drama. Now the Romans became aware of Greek drama in 3rd century, that is 3rd century BC, and began to import Greek actors and even Greek dramatists from Greece to Roman. Now if you know it very carefully, that the culture, there is a huge cultural difference between Greeks and Romans. Because Romans always feel that they were the civilized society, and their society was almost more developed than Greeks. And that's why you will find out there was a huge difference in social and cultural lives between these two societies. And that's why, as we have seen, that drama was one of the major part or one of the major thing in Greek life, Greek social life, Greek cultural life. Here in Roman, you will not find that the things are taking place. In Rome, you will find that Greeks were not considered as one of the most important, you can say, persons in Greece. We can understand with one very interesting thing why there is no why there is so huge social and cultural difference between Greek and Romans. Festivals in Greece, if you look at it and if you remember all those discussions that I had with you in earlier lectures, you will find that it was simply because Greek felt that there is a God, and God needs favor, and with the favor they can able to live life comfortably. So through drama they used to portray a kind of conflict between divinity and human behavior, and how to adjust, how to accept this. Greeks tried to bring it through their dramas. But if you look at Rome, Romans were not having these kinds of gods with them. Romans are having, you will find out their own understanding about God, about the society. Romans were always considering their king as the most powerful person who can change the whole lives of the people. So king, aristocracy, the complete, the noblemen, all these people, they got a sort of status in Roman society. And as it was not centered around God, drama, because as I said earlier also, it is related, it is having its major portion connected with rituals. So Romans did not have such kinds of vital rituals, and that was one of the reasons that drama was not central for Roman society. Romans, and for the average Roman, drama was not crucial. Although drama was not that much crucial, drama was always used for the sake of entertainment. Now look at the two different things of these two different societies if you compare it. On one hand, Greek society considered drama as one of the most important thing, which is not meant for entertainment, but drama is meant for making the society aware of their contribution role and the role of divinity, the role of God in their life. A fortune plays crucial role in their life. But if you look at Romans, Romans did not have this idea because, as I said, Romans centered around the kings and their ministers. So for Romans, drama was not a thing that can change the society, but for them, drama was only mere a form of entertainment. During their time, some Romans tried to write down drama, and Seneca was one of the most important tragedians that Romans gave to the world of drama. Now, Seneca's drama, almost you will find out, meant for reading rather than performance. Because Seneca knew it very well that there were no troops to perform drama. There were no professional persons to perform drama. So he wrote drama for the sake of reading. And Seneca was considered as one of the most important tragedians from Rome. As we understand that Romans were not interested in considering drama as one of the most important, one of the most essential, one of the most compulsory fact for their social development. They always consider drama as their own sort of entertainment. And because they consider it as their sole part of entertainment, they are not interested in dealing with the tragic incidents that any dramatist would like to create there. And that's why they focused on comedy. Because it is simply, drama is a source of entertainment. And that's why you will find out two great comedy playwrights Roman had produced, Plautus and Terence, Plautus, Plautus,
Ah,
and Terence, Trence. These were the two great comedy dramatists who were known to the world because of their comedies. And their major contribution was they introduced, they developed the stock character, that is typical character, stock stock character. If you look at it, characterization, there are flat characters, there are stock characters, there are round characters. These are the different types of characters that you will find out in any form of literature. So Plautus and Terence, they developed stock character. Stock characters such as skinflint, or you can say a character who is the prude one, Prude. Plautus was the great Roman comedian, and he followed in the tradition of Menander, a Greek comedian, as I said to you, who make a comment on society through his drama, a kind of social criticism he developed through drama, Menander. So Plautus also tried to follow the path of Menander into his writings. The Braggart Warrior and the Twin Menachmi, these are the two very famous plays of Plautus during the Renaissance. And these two books were the most favorite books of almost all the European children who went to the schools, who want to read Latin. Because these plays, Romans used to follow the language, Latin language. So they used to read these two Latin plays. And these are the two very popular Latin plays you will find out written by Romans. These are the two plays, the Braggart Warrior, Braggat, Braggart Warrior, Warrior, and the Twin Menachmi, Menaechmi, Menachmi. These were the name of two important plays written by Plautus. Terence, his work was praised during the Middle Ages, and as the Renaissance, as being smoother, more elegant, more polished, and more refined than Plautus' work, because Terence's work is considered as more polished, more refined than Plautus. In his own age, Terence was less admired by general people, but more admired by the connoisseurs of drama. The Woman of Andros, Phormio, Phormio, and the Brothers. These were the three plays of Terence, appreciated by most of the connoisseurs of drama. And even you will find out, my friends, these are performed today across the world. These two dramatists of Roman period gave a very important role in developing the idea of drama. But if you look at Roman society, you will find that apart from drama, there were many forms of entertainment for Romans, and that's why drama did not flourish during the Roman period as it is expected. Romans were mostly interested in sports event. They were interested in gladiators. Gladiators battled to death, or chariot races, or the slaughter of wild beast, or sacrifice of Christians, because Christian religion was just started, and Romans felt that Christian religion was not true. That's why they used to kill Christians. So killing of Christians is one of the form of entertainment. Please understand this. This was the more violent kind of entertainment. Killing of beasts, gladiators fighting up to death, killing of Christians. Look out the violent nature that Romans adopted. And that's why they would not find any kind of such things in drama. That's why drama was not developed that much in their period. Romans, whenever they attended the plays, attended the drama, Romans were always favored comedies. Apart, instead of comedies, I can say they enjoyed farces. That makes you to laugh. Farce. They are interested in a kind of coarse humor. As they were interested in certain wild things, you will find out in Roman Empire, women were part of the entertainment and they were exposing the bodies of women as a sake of entertainment. So bikini clad women characters you will find out on Roman stages. And as these characters were part of Roman stages, women, they were treated as an object in the drama of Roman theatre. And that's why, on one hand, where you have seen that Greeks never allowed their women to be the part of drama, Romans used women's body as a sort of entertainment for them. And if you see to it that I have certain photographs of how they allow women, look out, if I can show you these photographs, look out these photographs. These kind of women, they allowed to perform on the stage. These women were on the stage. These women were on the stage. Bikini clad women, they allow these women to be the part of the stage. And that's why Roman, you can say, they relatively the audience, they want, because again, the most interesting thing about Roman audiences were that they were not common people. They were aristocrats. So drama was meant for aristocrat. Drama was not for common people largely. And that's why you will find out the dramas written by Plato and Terence, their audiences were aristocrat in taste. And that's why you will find out there was no cross-section communities coming together in Roman theatre as an audience. Only aristocrats were expected to be the part of audience because they had aristocratic taste. Their understanding of drama was something different. If you look at history, this empire, Roman Empire, when it fell, and after Roman Empire fall, the spread of Goths, Goths, Goths and Visigoths across southern Europe, and 5th century CE, this AD you can say, 5th century AD, a common term which we can understand it very easily. Europe experienced a total breakdown of strong central government that Rome had provided. It was almost fall of complete Roman structure. And when Rome fell, the culture Greek and Rome carried together virtually disappeared. It was not at all there any sort of culture. And the great classical texts went largely unread until the medieval period in the 14th and 15th century. And this phase was called as Dark Age in history of English literature. Europe was almost in dark. Nobody read any classical literature up to 14th and 15th century. And even the expressions of culture, including art, or you can say art forms such as drama or music, they did not disappear. They were there. But nothing new had been added into it. During the medieval period, my friends, the power and influence of church grew extensively. Because it was the rise of Christianity. And church filled up the gap that Rome had earlier. So every orders were passed by church. Everything was under control of church. And the church became a focus of both religious and secular activity of the people all across the Europe. Church took a prominent place. Church took a prominent space. A church is having a very important role in developing the civil sense of society. Both activities, the religious activities as well as secular activities, they were controlled by church. And you will find out after almost 5 centuries of relative inactivity, not 1, 2, it was 5 centuries of inactivity in Europe. European drama was reborn. If you look at Indian, if I give an information about Indian cultural history also, you will find out we were also facing the same kind of situation. After 8th century, when Sanskrit drama was declined, and up to 18th century, from 8th to 18th century, we in India did not have any kind of drama. That means almost 1000 years. There was no drama in India. As you'll find out, same thing happened in Europe also. For 5 centuries, there was no activity related with drama took place all across the Europe. But Europe's or European drama was reborn in again religious ceremonies in monasteries. And that's why when I talked about drama and ritual, I said drama was always getting its momentum out of religion, because of religion. Whether it was Greek, whether it was European later on society, you will find out that it was always part of, it was always related with the religious festivals, the religious ceremonies. And that's why the religious ceremonies in monasteries helped drama to rebirth. It was reborn. Now, when it was reborn, naturally the church used to control all the things, so it was inside the churches. That's how the drama entered into the four walls. And then in 12th century, it get out of the church. Perhaps because due to its demand, which outgrew in the society during, for the sake of making them understand the religion, for the sake of making them to understand their own society. It was the need of time, and that's why this drama get out of the church in 12th century. Drama during this medieval period had become more than an adjunct to the religious ceremonies. It was adjunct to the religious ceremony. It had not any different kind of, you can say, its own existence. It was part of religious ceremony. And that's why you will find out it is one of the reasons that the medieval European communities regarded their drama so highly that it expressed many of their concerns and values. They thought that drama was the only platform where they can able to express their concerns and values regarding to the society. So medieval drama always becoming part of society when it gets out of the church. Friends, that was the period which was highly religious period. And in addition to this religiosity, the people who produced plays were the member of guilds whose personal pride was represented in their work. The member of guild, one typical section, one typical group of the church. And their plays came to be called as mystery plays. If you look into the history of English literature during the Renaissance, during the medieval period, you will find that mystery plays were the most important plays because the trade that each guild represented was a special skill, a mystery to the average person. It was a mystery to the average person that how these guilds could be possibly giving all these things to the society through their drama was a mystery to most of the people. And that's why it was mystery for them. And it was a mystery play. Of course, as I said, this was the period which was very highly religious period. Even the pun made on religious mystery was understood by most of the audience. Because religion never allows you to think against it. But you will find out that these people during medieval phase, the pun on religious mystery, they also started to understood it. Many of these plays, mystery plays, the stories of these plays were taken from Bible. Because I said it was highly religious society. So the stories of these plays were taken from Bible. The tales of Noah's Ark, Abraham and Isaac, and Samson and Delilah, because all these stories of these people written in Bible, they carry a kind of you can say dramatic potential into it. The stories of all these persons in appear in Bible carried a dramatic potential almost in itself. And these mystery plays capitalized this potential, as the plays based on the life and crucifixion of Christ also. They used to bring all those things into drama, life and crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Now, among the mystery plays which are survived, the second shepherd pageant and Abraham and Isaac, this was the these were the plays, Abraham and Isaac, the second pageant. These plays are still performed today in Europe. The most of the mystery plays during medieval period, they were gathered into groups of plays because it was a very small story. The story will not run for a long time. And that's why what happened, that most of the plays, the story was very small to run for a long time, so they collected most of the stories together, and these stories are presented in the form of cycle. So because all these plays are gathered and grouped together, these grouped plays were called as cycles. Please remember this term. Most mystery plays were gathered into groups of plays called cycles. Cycles, they were dramatizing incidences from Bible. Dramatizing incidences from Bible, and they are performed as the religious thing which makes the people to understand religion better. So these cycles, they were mostly performed outdoor. And as I have shown you in earlier lectures, the medieval drama, the wagon on which the drama was performed, it was on movable wagons as the double as stages, the movable wagons. It is performed here, then it will move ahead, it will perform another cycle, again it moved ahead, it will perform another cycle. I have shown you that picture, that it was on the chariot. It was on the wagon, moving wagon. Either the audience moved from wagon to wagon to see the play, to see each play in the cycle, or the wagons moved to the audience. If it is having a wheel, then the wagon will move. If it didn't have wheel, then the wagon stayed at one particular place and audience moved to watch the play in front of each and every wagon. That means every cycle had its own wagon. Now these cycles, group of plays drawn from Bible, they were not only preaching the religion, but making audience aware of the skill of drama also. Because it was a very, you can say, small activity, as it was a very small thing to carry forward, you will find out that these cycles were getting very high place in medieval society after the Dark Ages during the period of Renaissance. Now in 15th and 16th century, a form of play that was developed, not associated with any cycles or with the guilds. Because if you look at medieval drama, two names appeared frequently when we talk about medieval drama. One is morality, mystery plays, and second one is a morality play. Mystery plays were performed by the guilds in the form of cycles. Cycles are the group of plays. Why these were the group of plays? Because the stories had taken from Bible, which had a dramatic potential, and that's why they were very small stories. And so it was a group of the stories coming together, and those stories were performed on the stage. That's why they are called as cycles. Don't forget this. I'm repeating it again because it is important. And during 15th and 16th century, after this mystery plays, because it was mystery for all the people, the morality play was developed. Now there was no other form of development apart from its story content. Mystery play carried stories from Bible. Morality plays, and their purpose was to touch the large contemporary issues that had certain moral overtone. There is a moral overtone to develop a kind of moral behavior of the society, to develop a sense of morality amongst the society. The morality plays carried contemporary issues in their stories. So once again, as drama was part of religion, came out of religion, later on it was shifted to make society aware of its role and behavior. The same thing which happened in Greek drama. Same thing happened in Greek society. You'll find out the same thing had taken place in medieval time also. Everyman, this was the very famous morality play. Everyman, it was performed in various languages in many nations across the world. Still today, Everyman was performed across the world. Even today you will find out it is been performed. So morality drama had given a kind of gateway to Renaissance drama, because the revival of learning in Renaissance, beginning in Italy in 14th century, it had a considerable effect on drama because of the classical Roman and Greek plays were discovered and studied and discussed. So morality play and mystery plays, they gave a new kind of birth, a new kind of understanding to the world of drama. And that's why it is very much essential for all of us to understand this very important fact, that the drama which was almost collapsed, almost stopped after the fall of Roman Empire, churches revived it. Once again, religious institutions revived it. and they tried to give an understanding that which kind of stories can be part of these kinds of drama. So with this, we discussed till now about the three different ages of drama. Greek, because I discussed it in detail, the reason was Greek drama developed so many new things into building up of this new genre called drama. It built up the whole momentum of drama. Later on, Romans, how they changed into it, how they added into it. Then there was a gap of 5 centuries. Then once again, churches restarted it, and then they gave mystery and morality play. And then Renaissance appeared, and in 16th century onwards, you will find out Renaissance had flourished across the Europe. And why Renaissance was most important thing is that Renaissance had given various new dimensions to the world of drama, where you will find out Renaissance drama carried Elizabethan period, carried Jacobean period, carried the idea of drama in Italy. There were very great dramatists like Christopher Marlowe, William Shakespeare, Ben Jonson, and Elizabethan stage had given us something new understanding. And then we'll talk about the late 17th and 18th century drama in Monday's lecture. We'll talk about Renaissance drama. We'll talk about 17th and 18th century drama on Monday. And on Tuesday and Wednesday, on Tuesday, we'll talk about 19th century, 20th century, and contemporary drama. And then we'll tomorrow, probably on Tuesday, we are going to complete with the ages of drama. And then we'll move for the different forms of drama.